Everyone.
Hey guys, Christian, can you tell us how it all started?
So a long time ago, I took my backpack and I was following a blog online of a girl that's just here. And she was meeting social entrepreneur, and so I was asking her, hey, which social entrepreneur should I meet? Because I have this idea to put them on a platform, showcase their challenges. And so this is how I met Leila, and we started the project Make Sense by touring to see social entrepreneurs.
So he went and he's saying this in a short phrase, but actually he met almost 100 social entrepreneurs in different places, mostly in Southeast Asia. And I was following his videos, and it was a very fun way of presenting social entrepreneurship in a very engaging way that was quite new for me, even though I was already working in the sector. And so when we met in Paris, when we both came back from our trips, I fell in love with his vision of how we could use online tools to engage more people and how we could make social entrepreneurship and social business sexy for people to find the easy way to contribute, and by doing this, changing the world.
And so we realized that digital was good, but the most important way of engaging people to volunteer is through offline events. And so together we set up the first ever Make Sense Hold Up, which happened in your university, actually. And so we did a video showcasing how volunteers can engage and help for 2 hours. The first social entrepreneurs we worked with Make Sense, which was called Mamu. We released the video, and then hundreds of people around the world decided to do the same.
And the Hold Up methodology wasn't created on day one, because when we met, Christian already had this platform called makesense.org with the challenges, but we didn't find the way for people to contribute directly online. So this is when we started thinking, okay, so let's start prototype something where we see Make Sense in a room. What's the Make Sense experience in a room with a bunch of people? And so the first event we did, again in my university, was a bar camp. So you're probably familiar with this format. And we did a bar camp on green energy. So there was 100 people. But at the end, we were not that satisfied because people had a nice time, but we didn't really see the impact, and people were not that excited. So Christian had worked previously in an innovation department, so he knew about brainstorming methodologies. And at some point, after testing, we got to the Hold Up. And as he said, it really was the aha moment, because when we shared the videos, the gangsters, the few gangsters that were already there in 2011, said, hey, I want to do that. And so at that moment we said, okay, this is the thing. Let's go everywhere, take the backpack again, go to London, to Berlin, to do it again and again and train the gangsters to do the hold-ups.
And so from now on, Make Sense was born. Every time someone was doing a hold-up, we would put him in the Make Sense Facebook group. And then people started to invent many other things. And so this is how the community grows. The volunteer in Berlin started to organize the Sense Camp, a gathering of the most active volunteers. And suddenly people all over the world took the Sense Camp format, made it happen. And also the other things that Berlin did was to say, let's try to do for 3 months, focusing on just one big issue, which was refugees. And we will do hold-ups, Sense Camps, Make Sense rooms to showcase the innovations of social entrepreneurs just on this topic of refugees. And from now on, we realized that when you focus on one topic, you can attract a lot of volunteers in a short period of time, because unlike you, who are passionate about social entrepreneurship and the concept of using business to change the world, many other people, they are passionate about one big issue. So it's really cool that most of the innovation we started together, and then people like you, but in different places around the world, started to invent new things, and now it's becoming something else that you will invent.
Yeah, I think that's the power of Make Sense, is that we share this common vision and mission, and we share also the how. We want to do this in an inclusive, collaborative way. We want to make sure that what we do has an impact that is fun, because when people volunteer, we want to make sure that it's a fun and a learning experience. But then exactly on which tools, which format, there's so many things to create, as long as we respect the DNA of Make Sense, the values and the mission. So this is why we were so surprised. I mean, it was amazing to see the Sense Camp happening. The Sense Fiction also didn't come from us. It came from others saying, okay, it's nice to have social entrepreneurs, but sometimes we don't have a social entrepreneur to help on a specific issue. So maybe we should help more social entrepreneurs to emerge. And then the MKS room, who came from Vincent, who also saw an opportunity to engage more and more people, and again for the causes. So at the beginning we had entrepreneurs from all kinds of sectors. The most important thing was for people to make sure that people would want to get engaged to help the social entrepreneur. And now we understand that there's more impact to reach when we focus on one specific issue, where we can bring all our efforts, bring different actors, and where you guys can learn, can invent stuff, and make sure that the people around you get into the van with us.
Thank you.
Thank you.